Breaking news, Dawn Staley just dropped a bombshell about Chloe Kitts' future, and you won't believe what her dad had to say. Before we get into this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment telling us what you think. Is Chloe coming back a game changer for South Carolina next season? When Dawn Staley speaks, the SEC listens, and this time, her words shook the entire league. Chloe Kitts' return could redefine the Gamecocks season, and Staley made it crystal clear that the star forward is expected back in Columbia. But it doesn't stop there. Her dad, Jason Kitts, added his voice, showing full support and pride for Chloe and the program, a rare alignment that tells fans, recruits, and rivals alike, South Carolina isn't just rebuilding, they're reloading. Chloe has been through setbacks, but now the stage is set. Imagine her healthy, confident, and ready to dominate in Staley's system. That's not just talent returning, that's a championship-caliber weapon coming back to the SEC. If you're hyped for the next chapter of South Carolina women's basketball, hit that like button, subscribe for more explosive updates, and comment below. Will Chloe Kitts be the star that leads the Gamecocks back to the top? This story isn't just news, it's a warning to the rest of the conference. Stay tuned, because the Gamecocks are officially on notice. When Dawn Staley talks about the future of the South Carolina Gamecocks, the entire women's college basketball world stops and listens. And this time, what she said didn't just spark conversation, it sent a message across the SEC. Before we dive in, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Do you think Chloe Kitts returning makes South Carolina the title favorite again? Now let's talk about what really happened. During a routine media session, Staley was asked about roster continuity and what next season could look like. It seemed like a standard question. But her answer wasn't standard at all. Without hesitation, she made it clear that Chloe Kitts is expected to return and continue her journey in Columbia. In today's college basketball landscape, that kind of clarity is rare. The transfer portal has changed everything. Players move. Roles shift. Programs reload overnight. So when a Hall of Fame coach publicly signals confidence in a player's return, it means conversations have already happened behind closed doors. It means alignment. Chloe Kitts has been one of the most intriguing pieces in South Carolina's system. She arrived with strong upside, length, rebounding instincts, mobility at the forward spot, and the kind of inside presence that fits perfectly in Staley's philosophy. She wasn't always the loudest name in her recruiting class, but those who watched closely saw the potential. And potential in Columbia is dangerous. Before adversity struck, Kitts showed flashes of becoming a long-term anchor. She attacked the glass. She ran the floor hard. She displayed soft touch around the rim and improving confidence in her offensive game. Her growth curve was real. But development isn't always linear. Injuries test everything: patience, mindset, confidence. Through it all, Kitts stayed engaged. She supported teammates. She remained visible around the program. That matters inside a championship culture. When Staley publicly backed her future, it wasn't just about a roster slot. It was about belief. And then came the layer that made fans lean in even more: her father's reaction. Jason Kitts has always been vocal in support of his daughter. Proud. Protective. Invested. After Staley's comments started circulating, he didn't push back. He didn't hint at other plans. Instead, his tone remained positive toward the program and its success. That kind of alignment speaks volumes in today's environment where families often telegraph major moves. There was no tension. No mixed signals. Just unity. That's powerful. Because in this era, if something was brewing behind the scenes, social media would likely reflect it. Instead, everything pointed toward trust: trust in the coach, trust in the process, trust in the comeback. South Carolina under Dawn Staley has built more than wins. The program has become a national standard. National championships. SEC dominance. A pipeline to the WNBA. The expectations are massive every single season. Returning players who understand that standard is a competitive advantage. Programs like the LSU Tigers and the Tennessee Lady Volunteers are constantly reloading. Rivalries are intense. Recruiting battles are fierce. Every edge matters. Keeping a versatile forward with upside? That's an edge. But this story goes deeper than wins and losses. It's about growth. Kitts hasn't peaked. She hasn't had that full breakout season where everything clicks at once. The rebounding dominance. The offensive assertiveness. The defensive command. Those flashes have come in moments, but the ceiling remains high. Imagine a fully healthy Chloe Kitts returning stronger, more experienced, and more confident. Imagine her understanding Staley's system at a deeper level. Imagine her stepping into leadership as an upper-class presence. That's not just a returning player. That's a potential cornerstone. Dawn Staley doesn't make casual declarations. When she publicly signals confidence in a player's return, she's reinforcing culture. She's telling the locker room that development matters. She's telling recruits that South Carolina invests in its athletes long-term. And she's telling competitors that the Gamecocks aren't rebuilding. They're evolving. Injuries can derail careers, but they can also sharpen focus. The mental side of returning is often harder than the physical rehab. Trusting your body again. Trusting your rhythm. Playing without hesitation. Public support from your coach? That helps. Public pride from your father? That reinforces it. Everything about this moment feels aligned. For South Carolina fans, this isn't just good news. It's stabilizing news. In a world where roster uncertainty dominates headlines, certainty feels like Chloe Kitts returning strengthens the front court rotation. It adds rebounding depth. It provides matchup flexibility against bigger lineups. It allows Staley to mix defensive schemes without sacrificing size. And maybe most importantly, it preserves identity. Staley's teams are known for toughness, physicality, and discipline. Kitts fits that mold. She rebounds through contact. She competes in transition. She does the dirty work. Those traits win championships. If her offensive game continues to develop, if the mid-range jumper becomes automatic, if the post moves sharpen, if confidence rises, she could shift from complementary piece to impact star. That's why this announcement feels bigger than it sounds. It's not just about returning. It's about unfinished business. And the rest of the SEC is watching, because continuity in Columbia has historically translated into banners. The Gamecocks don't just recruit talent. They develop it. They elevate it. They retain it. And now, with Staley's words setting the tone and her father's reaction reinforcing the unity, the message is clear. Chloe Kitts' story at South Carolina isn't ending. It's continuing. If you're excited about what this means for the Gamecocks' future, hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and drop your prediction in the comments right now. Does Chloe Kitts take the leap into all SEC territory next season? One thing is certain, South Carolina just sent a message. And the conference heard it loud and clear. And there you have it. Chloe Kitts' future is officially shaping up, and Dawn Staley just made it crystal clear, the Gamecocks are stronger than ever. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe so you don't miss any breaking updates, and drop a comment telling us your thoughts. Will Chloe Kitts dominate next season or take the Gamecocks to the next level? Stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and you know the SEC is watching closely. Until next time, keep cheering, keep hyped, and keep it locked right here for all things South Carolina basketball.